they're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre. Your brother among them. Good luck.
No pressure or anything. 1917 is a World War I story about two young soldiers given orders to deliver an important and urgent message to hold off on an attack and save 1,600 men from walking into a trap. Not based upon any specific true event, but rather a mission that isn't completely uncommon, taking place during times of war. Kind of like that mission from Saving Private Ryan. Our two main characters are Schofield, played by George Mackay, and Blake, played by Dean Charles Chapman, who many of you might know as Tommen Baratheon from Game of Thrones. You know, that kid that was especially fond of Windows? This film was inspired by the stories told by director Sam Mendes' grandfather, Alfred Mendes, who fought in the First World War. The supporting cast have significantly smaller roles, and they comprise of Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch, and other surprise appearances that we see throughout the film. This film is epic in scale, and is told in an almost seamless, continuous one-shot style. I have so many good things to say about this movie, but first, let me get this small little nitpick out of the way.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
The enemy forces, they just can't shoot for crap. Oh my god, they just can't aim. These guys are such a bad shot that they could have a gun to your head and still miss. I'm calling it, they may have worse aim than the stormtroopers from Star Wars. Now that we got my little gripe out of the way, let's talk about the cinematography. The director of photography is none other than Roger Deakins. He was the cinematographer for The Big Lebowski, Fargo, Jarhead, Skyfall, and won the Oscar for his work in Blade Runner 2049. In this movie, they used a lot of natural lighting, and Deakins said that they've often had to wait for the cover of clouds just to keep the consistency of the film. This film showed brilliant use of lighting and shadow, and it really gave me a good sense of the mood, the tone, and atmosphere. By the time the movie ended, I was like, well, Deakins is just showing off now. Director Sam Mendes took on this monumental task of putting together such a fantastic technical team, and solicits the best performances out of his actors. He tells a story that doesn't glorify war, but instead shows it as the hell it truly is. Sam Mendes really earned his directorial Oscar nomination. Like Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk has that non-linear storytelling style, one of the main aspects of 1917 is the illusion of shooting this as one long take without any cuts. You felt like you were the third soldier, experiencing every moment with our two main leads. And there wasn't a single moment where I felt our characters were safe. You just never know what's around the corner. It's edge of your seat suspense. It knows how to deliver tension and hold it there for long periods of time. Some camera angles reminded me of those really good third-person video games. And the pacing gives us those necessary scenes to not only help us catch our breath, but to also get to know our characters a little more. And then the film knows exactly when to turn up that dial to deliver us more of those nail-biting scenes. If you bite your nails, number one, gross. Number two, you're gonna run out of nails. You might want to switch to toes. You might have to switch to toes. George Mackay's performance. His acting abilities took us on an emotional roller coaster. George said that they rehearsed for 6 months prior to shooting, and they rehearsed on set so they can properly calculate the time they spent in each different location. And he truly was the star of this film. I look forward to his future film projects. And the score and soundtrack to this film just simply adds to the immersion. It knows exactly what emotions to evoke and does it so well that you sometimes don't even notice the music's there. Now before I share my final thoughts, just a quick reminder to click like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications to my weekly reviews. Starting off with the lows, we've got enemies that have the same aim as a drunken Pablo after Friday night drinks. And as for the highs, we've got direction and cinematography, immersion, George Mackay's performance, and the score. So overall, I think this movie is an amazing achievement in cinema. It truly is Sam Mendes' masterpiece in my opinion. And just like most epic war films, 1917 is designed to be enjoyed in theaters. It's the best war movie I've seen in a while. If you're not a fan of gore, don't worry, it's not as gory as Saving Private Ryan. And Saving Private Ryan being my all-time favorite war movie, 1917 comes really close at second place. And yeah, I think it's better than Dunkirk. Tell me guys, have you seen 1917 yet? If so, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. And while you're there, let me know what I should review next. And who am I, you ask? I'm Robert Downey Jr. Bye for now.
Last man standing.